Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first match of the Galactic Podracing Circuit main group stage round robin. This time we have kingbeandip versus Beleos, and we didn't see these. They were veterans from last year, but they never met last year. And joining me today is very active archivist and gamer, and just really all around archivist in general for this game, and Lightning Pirate. And let's go on.
Yep. Yeah, thank you for having me, and I'm happy to be joined by Game Draco, a veteran in this game as well, where you go back, what is it, 10 years in this game?
2008.
2008.
2008 speedrunning this game.
So, yeah, we're excited to see the first match between these guys and the first match of the group stage here on Zugga Challenge.
Okay, kingbeandip's off. Yeah, it looks like Beleos is off and doesn't get the boost start. And we're starting on Zugga Challenge, which is Among Us's track. It shares a lot with both Spice Mine Run and Mongaza Speedway, but almost everything on this track is determined by a sucker-punching dozer at the end of the track.
Yeah, besides that, it's almost as boring as Spice Mine, I guess you would say, where there isn't much to look out for except for maybe your boost timings, and there's like a little bit of a hairpin coming up after this corkscrew section.
Yeah, and then there's also this jump over the lava, which you need to boost on because it can be really tricky to nail.
And then sometimes you hit that ceiling there where King Bean just passed with if you get too much air.
Yeah. Crashed a few times that way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so that dozer's in a good position now, but coming up in, well, it's going to be lap 3, right, where it gets a little tricky.
From my experience running Zugga back in the day, the dozer is totally in a safe spot the first lap, and then it's in a dangerous spot the remaining 2 laps, unless you mess with the starting animation, which can change the timing of the dozer.
Oh, that's right. So you sit at the cutscene, because apparently the dozer animation starts once the level is loaded in the background, and then you can manipulate the dozer position by watching a little bit of the cutscene. Isn't that right?
Yeah. The same thing applies to Spice Mine Run and Bunta Classic.
Oh, how did Beleos die right there?
I have no idea because his stream is so wonky.
Yeah, we're getting pretty bad frames here.
This is what I mean by the dozer being in a bad spot in lap 2, and it's going to be even a worse spot in lap 3 at this pace.
Oh, I just realized we do have the wrong layout for this match. It should say group stage.
Group stage.
Yeah.
However, unlike the qualifying one, these 2 are fairly interchangeable.
All right, let's see what after this market section. Oh, looks like
that looks like he's in the dozer. Yep, he crashed into it.
Yeah. Must have. I don't know. It's hard to tell from the slideshow.
Yeah, it looked like he crashed into the dozer and then crashed afterward. And here we go. King Bean Dip is now approaching the part. This is where the dozer can get in a really bad spot.
Yeah, let's see how he avoids it here.
Whoa!
Not bad at all.
No. And 421.11 for King Bean Dip.
Very nice.
421.105 for King Bean Dip. Okay, we got the permabands. So we have Endoprime Centrum, King Bean Dip's Bunta Training, Firemented Rally. And it looks like we cannot. Beleos is just having problems on his end, unfortunately. Mongaza Speedway is the other permaband from King Bean Dip. Might need to ask Beleos for his individual lap times because his stream was so wonky.
We got his full 3-lap time, right?
Yeah, he was a 526.910.
Okay, cool.
It's 0.91.
All right, and as you can see on our nifty graphic here on the left side, King Bean is actually showing our relevant information on screen. He actually made this tool, so it's neat to see it in action here.
Bulls Roar Band, Temp Band Abyss from King Bean Dip, AC, Aquarius Classic. Gonna do Forces. Looks like Beleos is just having problems with his OBS end.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because it's gonna make it sort of hard to watch and commentate.
Okay, no Forces. As we were mentioning earlier today, this is the track that we tell beginner ones to practice on first.
Yeah, I'm wondering how, since this is Beleos' pick, he must have a better luck on this course with the difficulty.
Okay, looks like Beleos started off without the boost start again, and King Bean Dip's off, so...
Oh yeah, that looks like our official start.
Yeah, that looks like an official start.
Okay.
And... oh, good.
I hope that's the sync and not dropped frame.
Let's see, we'll know for sure. It's
okay,
the sync!
Perfect.
Phew!
Yeah, here's that figure
Ouch!
8. Oh, Beleos.
Crashed before the figure 8, but I know that if you go a little too greedy on the boost there, you can crash there easily.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so King Bean, he likes to go for that right route on figure 8, where I think most players go left, right?
Yeah. It just depends on how comfortable you are with your controller, because there isn't really much difference between the two.
Yeah, I think he might have proved there's like a very slight benefit to going right, which would explain why he favors that one, but yeah, it's probably better to just go with what you're more comfortable with.
Yeah.
And Alex Sango, thanks for the raid.
And King Beandip now like half the length of the track ahead now. Now like 2/3, 3/4.
Yeah, Belly's just starting his final lap.
Well, King Beandip's just about to finish his.
Let's see how his final figure eight here.
.237.49. That's actually really solid for Aquilera's Classic.
Damn.
Ooh.
Yeah, what was his time again? It's oh wow. 492.
And
Well, he
Beleos
beat
coming in with a 320.
he beat his own tourney record as well as everyone else's. That is the new tourney record. Incredible.
He set a new tourney record from across the 2019 and even 2020 tournaments with that.
Yeah, let me double check. 237.492. The fastest I have on record is Mikey Berger's 237.540 from 2020. Unless, of course, there is a Davy tournament time that beats that, which there might be.
Yeah, but I know that I'm not so sure. Okay, banning Bullseye and Abyss. Okay, Defro's Revenge.
Yeah, I forgot how strong King Bean is just on like any course, but on Aquilera's Classic especially. Like that was insane.
No forces from Beleos.
It looks like we're going to death throws with, I assume, a Ben Mirror.
Yeah, that's my guess.
This is a really fun one. I'm expecting to see an out of bounds finish from King Bean. Maybe roof strats.
Yeah, and from last year we also have a new skip for this track.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I wonder if anyone's gonna use that in tourney.
My guess is we might not see it until the later matches.
It looked really tricky from Ace demoed all the skips for the tournament participants, and yeah, it didn't look like one of the better ones.
No. And it doesn't save as much time compared to other ones, too. Why is Beleos doing 12 AI?
Maybe just to make it feel like he's winning. That'll prove an obstacle if he laps them.
So you only really lap the AI on the shorter tracks.
Oh,
a death from King Bane.
No. Yeah, he cut that corner just a little too sharp. And Beleos as well, having trouble in that same section. Oh, he's jumping that
Jumping the whole thing.
That whole thing. I always like to see that.
Because the more traditional is like Beleos just did. Ooh, he got lucky with him not tilting there, because if you don't tilt there, you usually hit the texture kill spot down that ramp.
Yeah, so it looks like he's not going for that upper section in that final stretch here.
There's King Bean Dip. He's going the
Have
whole
enough
boost
speed.
all the way through
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, it looks like he's on pretty low frame rate, so he doesn't have to worry about losing too much air. Ooh, Beleos taking it nice and slow over that jump. Here's that out-of-bound finish.
Yep, he does it. 213 despite a death. Wow.
Yeah, good stuff.
Oh, that's a death I don't usually see. $213.302 for King Bean Dip.
Oh,
Ah!
it
Oh,
happened.
double!
Yep.
Ouch! Oh my god, I think I've gotten faster than that without upgrade Ben.
Yeah, it was a pretty rough run, but at least he didn't have to worry about lapping the AI. Also, he beat the AI.
Yeah. Yeah, 241. Okay, Ben is bad and Abyss is bad. So let's see.
Malted Fox with our first. Now this is Podracing of the group stage.
Executioner!
Oh, what? Don't go there. No, man. At least I wouldn't. I hate that track.
Oh! It's a terrifying track at low frame rates especially. Because it just terrifies me that the way to enter that tube of death.
Yeah, it's even if you take it carefully and you ride that wall, there's a chance that you'll get locked and you can't rotate.
Yeah,
as
because
well.
the safest way to do it is to slam on the brakes, then let go and hug the bottom.
Yeah. Although, didn't we have a runner last year who who didn't take that warning at all and just went like floored it, but somehow luckily made it through every time?
I think there was, but I don't remember which player.
Yeah. Yeah, so what pod do you think King Bean's gonna go for here? Is probably
I'm guessing Bull's Roar.
Man, that's gonna be tricky on the OVO tubes. R100. Let's go. I know what his frame rate is.
I had a feeling King Bean Dip would go with Bull's Roar here because he's the second fastest pod after Ben.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, my guess is Beleos is using Mars because the pods in between Ben and Mars in top speed, average speed, fully upgraded, in Bull's BO, Elon, and Mar, very poor in traction. You can make them very tough for those tubes. It looks like both of them are using the AI to clear some rocks. Ooh, Beleos crashes right away.
Yeah, those big engines are sort of hard to navigate these tight corridors.
And particularly with the view he's using. Like, Mars is just best with the far view. Oh!
Yep.
This is where this tube, as well as I like to say, is where the track earns its name of Executioner.
Yep, that's exactly what we were talking about before, that entrance. And with the low traction, it wasn't the entrance that killed him, but rather him sort of whiplashing into the wall, which is really tricky to avoid.
Particularly if you do a full jump at full throttle, because you don't have to worry about it quite as much by slamming on the brakes, but that saps a ton of time.
Yeah.
122 with bowls. That's pretty solid despite a death, but then he got a best case death because the tubes gave you a 200 speed boost, so he was able to accelerate faster from that crash compared to other spots of the track.
Nice.
144. Ouch. I think I've done faster without you, Ben.
Let's see if this goes a little better.
No, it doesn't.
He might have to consider slowing down there. It's just Bulls can't handle it with his low traction.
Or is he so used to Ben on this track that he's miscalculating?
Well, I think he's accounting for. I wonder what his frame rate is, because it's if it's too low, then yeah, he's gonna run into that problem of sort of flinging around these tubes.
It looks fairly high because he's not careening that much in the tubes.
Yeah, it might just mostly be Bulls' poor traction that's doing. And he was on was he on R100 still? That might also be an issue.
Yeah, I'm not so sure.
All right, third time's a charm.
Yep, it was third time's a charm.
Wow. Okay, he actually, I guess by not wildly spinning into it, he managed to safely enter it.
Now 403 with Bull's Roar. 119's really fast with Bulls.
All right, coming into match point here.
Match point for King Bean Dip.
Beleos coming in, repairing his engine
No!
fire into the wall. He made it.
Oof. Bang, bullseye.
No track.
Strange. It works better on the sheet's working fine with this one now.
Okay, good.
Bang.
Coast.
Okay. This is banning bullseye and picking Baru Coast.
And any forces or no? Or he's still got 3 to use. No forces.
Playing it straight today.
All right.
I'm not so sure why he would ban bullseye and pick Baru Coast when it's most optimal with Ben. And bullseye is so much easier. I think he might be doing a mistake that he did on the last track. Because Nox said in Twitch chat, definitely counterintuitive that banning ban can make things worse if you're up against a more experienced player.
Yeah, but he could be counting on King Bean maybe struggling with that, because it is very high stakes when you take Ben here. So it could be a big brain move. We don't know, but Yeah, I agree.
What good
it's a
idea to
little...
throw 346? Ban a ton of pods. Are we gonna and go undergo no upgrades? Okay, let's see if King. Let's see if let's see what happens if he goes for the suggestion of that, because he bans a boatload of pods at the last track. That would be ridiculous. Oh my God, King Beandip's feeding him.
Yeah, well, he's trying to make it more interesting, which I appreciate.
Yeah, I appreciate too. I would be pushing to see those forces get used too, since I was really adamant about putting them on for the tournament this year. Okay. Is he going to be doing... He's going to be banning... Is he going to... He's banning Ben Mars Beto.
That doesn't affect his choice, because Neva Key's not in that list.
Extra pod ban. A triple extra pod ban. And that is...
It's got to be Neva Key.
And what
now,
are
right?
the... I'm just asking if he's really banning Ben Mars and Beto. Okay, he's banning all three.
He's doing it.
So we're banning Ben Quadraros, Mars Guo, and Eldar Beto. Okay. At this point, with all these bans, you have a choice between Bull's Roar, Elon Mac, Mahonic, and Neva Key.
Yeah, I wonder what King Bean's gonna go for. Well, Beleos is switching to what is he thinking? Can't do Mars.
Can't do Mars.
He's sticking with Neva.
Sticking with Neva. I'm really curious to see what happens. I'm really curious to see what...
It's made it a lot more interesting now.
Yeah. Okay, we have Neva Key. Okay, Neva Key. Okay, we're waiting on King Beandip now for once. I'm waiting to see who he's pulling. My guess is he's going to use either Elon Mac or Bull's Roar, or even Mahonic.
We can hear him selecting in the background. He's going for a reveal on the track.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep,
okay,
he's doing just that. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he picked.
Are you gonna call it?
Come on, King Beandip. Show us already.
Oh, it's
Elon Mac! I picked it spot on! I can't believe... I just predicted that spot on. I can't believe it.
Yep. Trust the old Elon Mac.
Yeah. For some reason, he has proven to be one of these sucker punching pods whenever a player would use it against an expected winner, using a more safer pick. Because last year, King Beandip bumped a guy who was playing it safe with Mars. That happened in the first tourney between Ace and Mike, where Ace used Mars on Inferno, and Mike beat him using Elon, and that was repeated, I think, with King Beandip versus Metallica.
That's right, yeah.
Because...
Yeah, he's kind of the sleeper hit where if you don't consider him in the match, you'll get beat by him.
Yeah, and he's even a sleeper in the role in the commentary for the in-game commentary, where it said, Elon Mac, just who is this mysterious pod racer? Just he sure impressed us with his qualifying laps, whoever he is. Okay, both players are ready, and we're gonna give the countdown.
Do you think that hints at well, because that's actually his alias, right? Where he
yeah,
sort of...
it's an inverted name. His real name's Cam Nail, and he basically came in to do a vehicular assault death to Eldar Beto.
For killing his dad, right?
Yeah, killing his father, who was a crime lord. And Beto's known as the hitman in this game. The funny thing is that The funny thing is that the strategy guide for the Nintendo 64 for this game had Elon Mack and Al Arbito as a grudge match you could do for fun.
Oh, nice.
And compared to a lot of the other grudge matches, that one fully upgrade is pretty even.
Oh, between
Yeah.
Elon and Aldar.
Yeah, they're very evenly matched, Beto and Elon fully upgraded. And let's just see how crazy of a time King beandip can pull with Elon Mack here. Because Neva Key is the safest bet of all the ones banned. But I think Elon Mack is up there. He might be. Ooh. Oh no! Crashing right away.
Yeah, he's pretty touchy.
Ooh, King beandip narrowly hit and missed the pillar. And I will point out that the ratio between heat rate and cooling rate between Elon Mack and Neva Key is just terrible.
Yeah, there's a lot. You're gonna see a lot of underheating or difficulty to avoid underheating, especially when the cooldown's so fast and the boost is short as well.
The reverse. It's more that the heat rate's really fast and then the cool rate's pretty low, because I know Neva Key fully upgraded still heats up faster than because I know even fully upgrade Neva Key still heats up slightly faster than he cools down, and Elon Mack barely cools down faster than he heats up fully upgraded. And in between them, in terms of cooling rate, is Team Toe Pegales. When fully upgraded, his heat rate matches his cool rate perfectly.
Oh, another death from King Bean.
I don't think he's definitely not. I think what this forced threw both of them for a loop.
Yeah, you can't expect him to have expected to use Elon here.
Yeah, because usually if you ban Ben, you would pick Mars or Bullseye on this track, and those were banned too.
For sure. That's his third death now.
Yeah. Also, Elon Mack is a very wide pod, which makes him a lot easier to crash with.
Yeah, he's got those like bulbous engines that are kind of weird looking.
And also, because of how his cockpit's arranged, he's the only pod to be asymmetric.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, with his cockpit has that weird like sidecar almost. I don't know what the purpose of that is.
I don't know, because every other pod is symmetric. And if you have a vehicle that's flying like a pod racer, asymmetry is like a recipe for instant crash as soon as you take off.
Yeah, he would probably be like leaning to the right, like that'd be causing drag on his cockpit, like possibly like tugging on that cable. Someone needs to replicate this in like Kerbal Space Program to really figure that out. All right, King Bean coming into the final stretch here. with a 416, high 416.
Yeah, and I only feel like that time happened the way it did just because he did not expect to do it that way.
Yeah, for sure.
I think both got sucker punched by his. I think he got sucker punched by his own suggestion.
Beleos got distracted by that weird pterodactyl creature.
Yeah, actually, I think those creatures are actually on the Naboo planet in the movie.
Oh, really? So they just
Yeah.
kind of repurposed them here, or they just
I think so
copied
because
them
I
over?
know you see the Trade Federation droid ship landing on Barunda, which is you saw on Naboo in the movie.
Oh, did you see that finish from?
Yes, he did a crash the fish where he hit warning, blew up, and crashed through the line.
That was exciting.
Okay, let's see if they're up for interviews. Hey, kingbeandip.
Hello.
Hey, Beleos.
Hello.
GG. That was fun.
Yeah, the last match.
Yeah.
The last match, I think both of you got sucker punched on.
Oh, just a bit. Neva's touching, and since I've been practicing with Ben.
Yeah. I went with Elan Mac, and traction is a thing that doesn't exist. And
Oh, that's right. He's one of the low traction guys.
So I maxed out my traction, and it still felt a bit weird.
Oh no. That was exciting to see, though. I'm glad you used your forces there, Beleos, because that was the fun one to watch.
Yeah, I know we got encouraged to double up on them this year, so I wasn't sure how to strategize with them, so I just wasn't thinking of using them. But
Yeah.
just dropping all three in one go like that's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You definitely showed me what I need to work on.
Oh my god. And I also didn't expect Executioner either.
Oh yeah.
I think it's actually kind of fun. The tunnel sucks a little bit, but other than that, I kind of enjoy it. I'm not very good at it though, but I like it.
Bull's Roar has an opinion about the entrance to that tunnel.
I was gonna say and it didn't even look like it was the entrance that was killing you, but more of just the whiplash of the loose traction.
Yeah. And I upgraded my traction to match Ben, and that wasn't enough.
Oh really? Yeah, that was rough.
Yep.
But I think you might have set a new tourney record for Aquilar's Classic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I forget what time it was, but I'll have to double check that because there might be a time from the Davy tourney that beats that. But as far as the main tournament, you definitely have set a new record.
Yeah, I was really happy with that time.
Yeah, it was insanely
It was like a 240 something, right?
Yep.
237.
237? Wow.
Yeah, it was a 237.4.
Yeah,
it didn't even feel that fast.
That's insane. Yeah, the fastest I have is Mikey Burger with a 237.540. Insane.
Okay. Sweet. I will take it.
What were the other tracks? I forget. Zuggo seemed alright.
Yeah, I haven't really practiced that track in quite a while.
Went over alright.
And then Death Rose was a fun one. You nailed the out of it. I think you still had one death there though.
Yeah, I did. I'm trying to remember where it was.
I think it was on
that.
Yeah.
It was on the closing hairpins, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I cut a turn too tight. Okay.
Yep. But no roof strats though.
No roof strats. Yep. Clearly, I have a responsibility to do roof strats on that track. And
Well, overall, great performance from both you guys, and congrats, King Bean, on the win.
thank you.
And yeah, this is the group stage. It's not double elimination, but we'll see a lot more of these matches in the coming weeks, hopefully. Yeah, so we'll see you guys in the next one then. Is there anything else we need to mention?
Yeah, this is so fun. I'm really excited to get back into the tournament again.
Nice.
year.
Yeah, no, it's exciting.
It was really
And-
fun to see the force, and it was really fun to see all the forces getting used, which is I was the biggest proponent of pushing that this year.
Yeah, we're gonna see a lot of weird matchups now with the point system how it is now. I hope.
Yep.
Yeah,
hopefully.
that's what I want to see.
Yeah, I'm just shooting to maybe make it to the bottom of the bracket at least. So
Hey.
that's a goal.
All right, yeah.
Yep.
Well,
All
great.
right, everybody.
Yeah, thank you to Speed Gaming for hosting us. Thank you to my co-commentator, Game Draco, and thank you to our runners for putting on a good show. And thank you to you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one.